These hypocrites amaze me, man. I'm serious. Democrats didn't want to build a border wall, but they have no problem building a wall outside of the DNC. I'm trying to tell y'all, the hypocrisy is real. Now, we have a Chicago pastor / community leader, Corey B. Brooks, and residents who are speaking out against the Democrats' destructive policies ahead of the DNC convention. Check it out.
So, Pastor, you got the DNC that is here this week. How do you feel about that?
It's kind of bittersweet. I'm glad for the city of Chicago that we get to host a major convention. The bitter part of it is that I don't agree with any of the principles. And so the policies that they use doesn't benefit our community.
What do you think is the number one issue facing Chicago right now?
Well, definitely the number one issue is the violence in Chicago, the gun violence.
The economy is a big question mark, you know. You go to the grocery store, you know, eggs, bread, just small items are large in price now.
I think for my congregation and for others, it's kind of changing a little bit because so many people don't agree with the policies. And so I think there's definitely growth in my church as far as being more independent in their thinking. And I see that throughout the community as well.
I believe that conservative principles are much better for us as a nation and for us as a people.
I don't think that Kamala will be able to go to Chicago this year and just use the usual tactics. People are done with the shenanigans. Of course, they're going to bring out Obama because that's where he's allegedly from and all this other stuff. But yeah, I don't know if these tactics are going to work, man. As you can see, the pastor even mentioned that politically, I assume his congregation is even thinking more independently, meaning they thinking less Democrat. Anytime somebody say thinking more independently, that mean they coming off of that plantation. Low key, I don't want y'all to, get that confused. Somebody says, hearing these stories is heartbreaking. May our pain during this season give us resolve to fight for our republic. Somebody else says Illinois is literally bankrupt, robbing federal funds to function while giving people who live there nothing. Yes, my brother, I'm on the phone with him and we was talking about, just how outrageous it is out there in Chicago with inflation and violence. And yeah, it's not a good combination. Somebody said independent thinking, quote, independent in their thinking, end quote. This is critical for anyone. Bravo. Democrats could care less about how their policies impact us, though. I will say that. Now, moving on. Just to reiterate, Amuse wrote, Democrats, in a stunning display of irony, are building an impenetrable wall around their convention in Chicago and demanding ID from everyone entering the venue. This comes from the same party that declares walls as racist and insists that requiring ID is discriminatory. Meanwhile, all the appointments for the free vasectomies for Democrat men at the convention have already filled up. What? They giving out vasectomies, bro? For free? What? I'm gonna read this next paragraph. It says, in a move that would be laughable if it weren't so hypocritical, the Democrat Party is set to erect an impenetrable wall. Wow, what a choice of words. Around their convention venue and require photo ID from everyone on attending. Yes, you read it correctly. The very party that has spent years branding walls as racist and denouncing voter ID laws as discriminatory is now embracing both when it serves their interests. Oh my God, we scrolling down to the video.
If you look behind me over my shoulder, you'll notice those fences and snowplows in place. We've actually watched all morning as they have started to bring in more metal fencing, more barricades, and these snowplows have been kind of navigating around those barricades and getting into place around the UC. Take a look at some of this video we got earlier this morning. You can see a lot of cars have been turning around already as they're met with these new closures that have been set in place overnight and early this morning.
I love democracy. I wish I was going to the convention, but for the neighborhood, there's been no communication and very little engagement of the people who are closest to it. The parking restrictions have changed 3 times in the last week on our block, and no one's communicated to us that the protest route actually goes right in front of our building.
And that resident telling us that most of the information he's gotten actually is coming from us or other local news outlets. He says his hopes are that over the next few days, there's more direct communication from area law enforcement or even from the Secret Service. And really his concerns, Mugo Adrina, have been echoed by a lot of drivers and neighbors we've talked to in this area this morning. A lot of frustrated drivers, to say the least. We know security will just continue to get tighter as we approach opening day on Monday.
Oh my gosh, it is pathetic. All I see is deception, divisiveness, and as of late, a lot of demonic stuff going on over there in this world that we're living in right now. I'm gonna just say that. But come on, man. You have Kamala Harris in 2021 where she was talking about how having voter ID is actually, having an ID to vote, is a little harder to obtain in more rural communities. She was trying to say like they didn't have office maxes and all the stuff near them. Whole lot of crap. Because as soon as they say that, I go, but y'all put a liquor store in there in that community and everybody with ID will pop. Y'all don't say nothing. Oh, we can't put a liquor store here because everybody doesn't. I don't ever hear y'all say that. You know what I mean? But y'all can do it when it comes to this. You feel me? Like, bro, it's the double standard for me, man. Now, the leftists are already eating each other. Okay, they interrupted. Oh man, it was off to a truly joyful start. But the welcome party for delegates was just interrupted. Let's check it out.
Y'all can do better than that. Mike DeMoney! 150,000 people are dead! You are funding a genocide! The Harris-Mack administration keeps funding money to Israel!
LMAO, what a mess, somebody said. Quote, strength through joy, end quote. You can't make this ass up. Young, white, angry, liberal woman bringing the joy. Luckily, in MAGA, we are united. Oh, right. What? You put, okay. So y'all can see what the comment section is feeling right here. Real Candace O is a great American woman. Oh, yo, okay. What's the only thing I don't like about Twitter these days? There's a whole lot of mesh in order just to get to the actual responses to the content. Somebody said, this is just the pre-show. Wow. This is pre-show to what we're going to be having for the next 4 years. I'm trying to tell you, look like the DNC is off to a spectacular start. Can't wait to see how many more leftists throw each other under the bus. Kamala and Tim must be proud of their chaotic circus show. Remind me again about her amazing policies. And even beyond that, the problem that I have the most with Kamala Harris is her lack of authenticity. I don't feel like she's genuine with anything that she does. Nothing that she says it feels genuine. I don't know, bro. Even their visit to Chicago, the press that they're doing, they staging it all. In one clip, they got her husband handing her Doritos. The next clip, they got Tim Walz handing her Doritos. Like, they filmed multiple takes of a Doritos purchase in Chicago. Yeah.
Doritos. Huh? Ah, Dougie, there they are. Yeah. Thank you.
I know you want those.
You see corn nuts over there,
Isn't this
Tim?
it?
Oh, yeah, that's
the best. There you go. That is funny. You see corn nuts over there?
Now, I must admit, after watching the clip, that was my first time watching it. It just seemed as if they was looking for a bigger bag. Don Lucre insisted that, I'm gonna read it exactly what he wrote. They got caught staging their Doritos purchase at Sheetz in Pennsylvania. What makes it even worse is they filmed this event twice and Kamala Harris requested corn nuts in the video she released, and Tim Walz gave her Doritos instead, so they improvised. So, is the problem when you create a script, if someone doesn't follow it, you make a fool of yourself. So yeah. But yeah, when I heard it, I thought she was they was looking for a bigger bag, but everything is fake with them. Everything is phony with them. I don't know what to believe. I don't know. When it comes to Kamala, bro, like, take everything with a grain of salt. At this point now, like, it's kind of like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. Even if she didn't cry, or how do I say, my fault, I'm losing my train of thought. Even if this time she was serious, we just don't believe her. Okay, that's just at this point, that's what she's at with me. They super fake, more fake than I thought. It says Trump actually responded to a lot of the protesters in Chicago going after the Democratic Party because it's been chaotic out there. And it says Trump responded on Truth, saying the radical left protesters in Chicago are going after the Democrat Party because they know they are weak and ready to break into a full-blown party of socialism, or if they really do their job, and with a little bit of luck, the Communist Party of the United States of America. They are already very close and having a Marxist trained and believing president whose father is a Marxist professor, Comrade Kamala Harris. Stranger things have happened. November 5th, 2024 will be the most important day in the history of our country. Make America great again is what he wrote right at the end of that. Yeah, but he said that the Democratic Party is on the verge of becoming an official Communist Party led by Kamala Harris, whose father is a devout Marxist at UC Berkeley. Somebody says clearly, I don't see Pelosi as Marxist. She's at the convention. Could be very revealing. I don't know what that means. Chances are very good that he is right about this too. Trump has been right about a lot. I mean, a lot.
Hello, TikTok. For any of you that don't believe they're putting fences up around buildings, here's an example today. Want to see it in person? It's right across from the Sears Tower. This one just went up today.
It sucks because you know that they're hypocrites. I know that they're hypocrites. They know that they're hypocrites. And they know that you know and I know. And they know that they're hypocrites. They just don't care. I don't think that they stupid. They think that we're stupid. That's literally all this is. You know, we don't advocate for this. We don't advocate for that. You know, we're against this. This is racism and this is that and the third. Oh, but it's convenient for us right now. So we're going to do it. Oh, man, y'all are hilarious. That's all I can say. These people are hilarious. And Donald Trump, man, that was definitely well said the way he put that. It's just mind blowing, y'all. They prove it more and more every single day how much hypocrites they are, and that fence isn't stopping nobody, in my opinion.